Guys, it's that time again. It is June 1st, 2022, and you know exactly what June 1st means on this island. It is time for the 5th Legos Island Summer, aka Legos Island Summer 2022. Oh my god! It is insane that it's already June. And it's insane to believe because, as usual, with all of these Legos Island Summers, we do this for 3 months straight, leading up all the way until September 1st every single year. Which means on that day alone, the event ends. After exactly 3 months. So 3 months from today, this will all be over. So let's enjoy these 3 incredible months by doing yet again another Legos Island Summer. And oh boy, you guys are impressed. Are you proud? I'm filming this earlier than last year's video. Yay! Let's go! This is earlier than last year. Nice! Let's hope I get this up on the right day. That would be sweet. Oh, I have a feeling, yes, that's gonna happen. Anyway, oh my freaking lord! We might actually have an event that's better than last year's. At least, as of right now, that is. And well, what are we still doing here on the title screen? Let's jump into Legos Island. Yeah, sorry about being on the title screen for 3 minutes. I apologize. Hey, we're here! And it just couldn't have felt any better. It's that time again. It's that exact time of the year again to do this whole summer thing again. Feels a bit weird, but also feels really good. The reason why I say weird is because we haven't done this for exactly 9 months. But hey, I'll get used to it rather quickly. I normally get used to it at least within like the first 2 days or something. Hey, perfect music to come on right now. Oh my god. This event is probably going to be even better than last year's. We'll see how things go over the next 3 months. But first, before we jump into the entire series overall, you know what we gotta do. We gotta tour the events. And unlike last year's event, all rooms are decorated from the start, like previous years prior to 2021. Because last year, if you guys remember, it was a world tour where we went around the world across the island. And oh my god, I still, hands down, that is my favorite Legos Island Summer. But potentially, this year could actually change that. This year is kind of on the heights of, say, 2019's Legos Island Summer, but even better. Oh! It feels like how big 2019's was, but I assure you, it's gonna be 10 times better than that. but it also feels original at the same time. And well, let's jump into it. As you guys can see, this is the balcony. And well, of course, we have June 4th and June 5th right here, like past years. And of course, right here, we have some palm trees. The palm trees have been completely redesigned. Actually, fun fact, every single palm tree has been completely redesigned, as opposed to previous years. And there are a lot of custom and original elements that were not seen in previous LS summons. For example, palm trees are completely different. That's one change. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, I never did the lounge chairs. I'll put that in right now. But, my god, that's actually like one thing I forgot, like, as of right now. Shouldn't take long. There we go. That's better. Yet now the room feels complete. Okay, almost, but the fact remains I pretty much used the room from Operation Evil Collected Steel Sheet Leader 2020, but of course modified it a bit to match with the theme. So it may look a little bit different, but I did take some elements from that room, but again, modified it to match with the theme. Actually, there are at least 2 rooms that I did say were going to be in this event, but I modified them a bit and designed them a little differently to match with the theme. But I pretty much still kept the same rooms at heart, as I promised from last year's with Event Cemetery, and of course I promised during Operation Lakers Island that I would use it during this Lakers Island summer. I just forgot to mention that I just modified the room a bit. You may notice there are some minor differences, and that's fine because, I mean, we don't really want to copy and paste that entire room. No, that would be boring. And I also want to add in a little bit more of a theme here. Wait, this is like the only palm tree in here? Holy frick. Yeah, let's fix that, because that's like literally the only palm tree in here. What the heck? Okay, that was like the only palm tree in here. That's really weird. But you know what? Let's add a few more, just to make it look cooler. Much better. Alright, I think we're done. Of course, we'll get to June 1st's item later. We're gonna go explore the event first. And again, this is how my cave looks. Again, it's a little bit modified from the design I said I was gonna be bringing here. But again, I added as much of the design as possible. And hopefully brought it in here, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. Well, it is already. And well, this is the finished product. I truly think that it looks incredible. Of course, if you guys remember, last year it was an airport, so we had to literally use this place to literally go all over the island. Thankfully, this year it is back to the classic way that we normally do this, where I just go around the island via the actual palace that takes us there. Of course, we have June 2nd and June 3rd right here, which will all be showcased in episode 2, alongside June 4th right over here, which will be showcased in episode 2. Whereas June 5th, June 6th, and June 7th will all be showcased in episode 7. Episode 3 on June 7th. That's the last time I'm going to bring that out. Alright, and well, here's something completely original. The stairs are completely removed in this party. For a reason, I implemented a water slide here. And fun fact, we're about to get down there in a second, and I actually have something really freaking awesome I want to tell you about. So it says June first, the summer slide. Let me give you a little bit of an example. This is what this looks like. It is a water slide. The stairs have been replaced with a water slide. And the reason I did this is because I wanted to be creative and actually original for once. No way, I've been trying to accomplish that all freaking year. Now, with that being said, let's make our way down here. Woo! And that is Water Slide 1. That is already over with. Now, before we get into the port, let's take a look at this. Here's the water slides. I should have put a sign up here that says water slide schedule, but this already explained enough. So, what we just wrote down was the summer slide that was available on June 1st. On June 6th, when we make our way to the port, which we'll get to in just a second, we will get to the apple slide, which will be located here in the port. On June 11th, we'll be going down the Chorus slide, which will be available at the Two Small Mountains. On June 16th, we're going to take advantage of the 1.19 items and make a slide out of it. Oh, you bet we're using all the 1.19 items for this summer event like we did last year with 1.17, and then 2 years ago with 1.16, and then 3 years ago with 1.14. Oh, I'm doing that again because it's way too much fun and it gives us more items. But I actually have a ton of items that are not related to that and are related to this event and exclusive to this event, which we'll get to as the event goes on. The watermelon slide, yeah, I couldn't fit in either. I know I could have just put it down there, but nah. Anyway, that'll be available on June 19th, the watermelon slide, and then the sweet berry slide at the lodge on July 2nd. Then the glowberry slide at the blacksmith shop on July 6th. And last but not least, the golden carrot slide at the resort on July 8th. So, hold on a second. Actually, how many slides is that? That is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 water slides! We've officially beat the record for 2020s, which had 7. Oh, we're going insane! I swear, this is probably the most insane we have ever going to do. Now, you're probably all wondering about the whole water slide concept. You're probably thinking, this could have worked so much better in LEGO Island Summer 2020, seeing as that was a water theme. And you'd be right. Why didn't I think of that back then? It would have worked perfectly for the 2020 LEGO Island Summer. That was an entire water theme. This would have made sense. The problem is, I didn't think of the idea at the time. And, well, last year was the World Tour, so yeah, I couldn't do it there. Because these stairs weren't accessible at the time. So I thought, you know what, finally, 2 years later, let's just finally do it. You know, at the most non-appropriate time, considering this is not a water theme. We already did that like 2 years ago. Back to the point, though. Here is the LEGO Island Summer 2022 sign from June 1st to August 31st. Of course, ending September 1st, respectively, like every year. It has become tradition at this point. And today, fun fact, is the 4-year anniversary of LEGO Island Summer. Oh, I wonder what we're going to be doing next year for 5 years. That's going to be awesome. But of course, that's exactly a year away. We don't need to know about that until we get to that point. Anyway, here is the port, and as you guys can see, it is themed around the fruit that is the apple. So this says, welcome to Applebarrow. Now, the reason why it's named that is because I honestly thought that this would be freaking hilarious as heck. I tried coming up with some funny names for a lot of these areas for no reason. Anyway, yep, the boardwalk color this year is orange. Fun fact, that was originally what it was going to be in 2020, and then it got changed to brown because my mom and N-Pros preferred that more than orange. And I guess that did actually make sense because it was a water theme and, you know, everything would get wet, of course. So, I could see why. Now this year I can actually do it. Of course, I still haven't updated this after Lightning Countdowns. The point remains. this is how the apple room looks. It looks really, really cool. And I'm leaving this empty for when the slide arrives on June 6th, so we have, you know, room for this. So that's why there's no palm trees here, if you were all curious. Because this is where the slide's going to be. At least the, you know, when you come all the way back down. Yeah, this will be like the little place where the slide ends. So again, that's why there's not a palm tree here. Just need to explain. But yeah, what do you guys think? This actually looks really freaking cool. We'll get down to there later. Oh my god, down there's epic. Oh, wait, sorry, my mistake. The entire thing is epic. Oh, I went all out. I took my time with this. Trust me, it does not feel rushed or unfinished at all. And I'm serious. None of these feel unfinished or, rushed. Okay, definitely not rushed. No. If it was rushed, it would look. This would have looked even worse. But so yeah, you can clearly see I took my time with this, and I truly feel great about it. It truly looks good. And yep, I made palm trees made out of apples. See, I told you, the palm trees are completely different. Now, you're probably thinking, why did it take me so long to do that? I don't know, I just never thought of it over the last few years. Okay, we did have one change with the palm trees last year during the Bahamas country in the world tour. Besides that, and I guess also the palm trees in the resort for Jamaica. Besides that, we didn't really get an actual change for the palm trees until now. And I apologize it took me this long to do that. Again, we did have a few modifications last year with the world tour, where some of them got changed up. That was cool, but this is the true first time it's being changed entirely. So yep, right here, we have June 6th, and then of course, June 7th, that is when 1.19 for Minecraft will be released, which is really, really awesome. And then we get to play around with all the items and all the great things that 1.19 has to offer. That's going to be a fun day, and a fun summer, just playing around with the update. It's going to be a fun summer, and just a fun time playing around with the update and seeing everything that it has to offer. So anyway, with that being said, of course we have June 8th right here. June 9th, and this day is also pretty important because this is where Operation Zolzat 2022 begins. Then on June 10th we have it there. And like the last 2 years, all items, and actually, no, wait, sorry, fun fact. This is the first LEGO Island Summer to have all items in their respective item moves from the beginning. Except for the 1.19 items. I'll add those in once 1.19 is released. Besides that, all the other items are in their respective item moves from the very beginning. At least the ones that are not 1.19 related, of course. Again, once 1.19 is released on June 7th, I'll add all items for those in their respective item moves once that releases. Because, of course, we don't have it yet. As of filming this video, that doesn't come out for like another 6 days. Anyway, what are your guys' thoughts on the port here? Sorry about messing that up there. What are your thoughts on the port? Please comment down below and tell me what you think. And with that being said, let's move on and go to the next place in the LEGO Island Summer. And I'll let that go. So, yeah. It's different. Who's surprised? By different, I mean there's finally sand up here after all these years. Reason I didn't do this in previous years is just because I never thought of it. But honestly, it is finally about time I did that. Anyway, this right here, we have June 11th, June 12th, and June 13th respectively. You can clearly tell what this fruit is being themed based off of. I think we all can guess what this one's being based off of. Of course, we're not done. We, of course, have up here, too, which looks pretty cool. The reason why there's trapdoors here is because I don't want these to all grow, because that'll ruin the design. But the reason these are all here to begin with is because I honestly thought it would fit the design better. Also, once the water slide for this is here, that's the reason why this path is here. Pretty creative, right? Yeah, I'm actually trying to be actually creative. Oh wait, I've been like that all along. And hey, the minecart stopped. Nice. So we can just hop right back into it once we're done here. June 14th right here, and June 15th right here as usual. Of course, the room looks entirely different compared to previous years. And honestly, this is a nice touch. After all these years of just usually having just the snow here with the item booths, it's finally time we get some actual decoration. Well, actually, correction. In 2021, for the World Tour, there was some actual decoration. The thing is, it didn't actually come out on day 1. Rather, it came out on day 11. But the point is, yep, all original decoration here. Looks really awesome. Comment down below what you think, and we'll be back here in, hold on. We will be back here, I think in episode 5? Yeah, we'll be back here in, I think, like, I think episode 4 and 5, respectively. I think those 2 episodes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, let's... Oh, no! And you know what? That's fine. Let's go grab that minecart again. And, yeah. Let's make our way to the, you know, mountain itself. And there we go. Woo! Yes, I have a reason for why those look like that. And this. I'll get to those in a second. Alright, before we get to here, let me talk about this. There we go. Anyway, this is where, like, free 1.19 items will be released. So that's why it looks like that. Just thought I'd mention. Anyway, moving on to up here, and oh my god. Yep, this is where you can truly see the creativity. I actually went entirely nuts for no reason, and looks like I forgot to finish this, dang it. And you know what, let's do that right now while we're here. Yeah, I don't think I like where the stairs are. They just don't look good there. Of course, I obviously love these stairs, the Crimson Stairs. They look awesome. It's just, I don't think they fit with the way the design looks. Which is why I'm just going to go back to the usual palm tree design for this. I know. I could think of something that's more creative. I could. But, right now, it's like almost 11 p.m. I hope to get this up on the right day. Awesome. Just like the last 2 years, I think the only year so far that I've gotten this up on the right day is 2018 2019. So I want to see if I can finally get that after like 3 years. That'd be pretty awesome. Alright, so now that we're finally done with that, let's take a look at the mountain. As you guys can see, the mountain actually looks pretty different. And by different, I actually mean pretty much entirely different. We have June 19th right here. This is the watermelon area. Wait, hold on, what was it? Hey, this one! I like this one. I actually like a lot of the music in Minecraft. It's pretty awesome. Of course, we have June 21st and June 22nd right here as usual. And here is another important day. June 23rd, Operation Dome 2022 begins and Zoul's up too. So that is pretty cool. With that being said, on the other hand, looks pretty awesome. And in my opinion, this probably has to be my second favorite Legos Island Summer Mountain design. If you remember in 2021, it was decorated like Australia. And it also made me extend how the room decorations should be. And I kind of did the same thing again, just in a completely different theme. Of course, since this isn't the World Tour. And while the World Tour was incredible last year, it's nice to see other designs too. And yeah, And yes, you can see another variation of the palm trees. The watermelon trees. Nice, right? Dear God, did not think the creativity was gonna get this freaking high. And here's the subway. I put that chair just for there for no reason. Anyway, here's actually how the actual subway looks. Looks pretty sweet, right? Anyway, we have June 24th and June 25th right here. Oh, god dang it. There we go. Much better. Anyway, another palm tree right here. And then, of course, June 26th right here. And, of course, another extremely important day is June 27th. How am I going to be 20 this month? That's nuts. That's seriously insane. How the heck have I come this far? Anyway, we have June 29th and June 28th right here, respectively. And of course, we have more watermelon trees right here, which all look super awesome. Comment down below what you think of the design. Looks pretty awesome, and much more different from last year's event, which in my opinion, actually looks really, really good. So yeah, with that being said, let's head into the pet cemetery. Now, like I said with my cave, this was another room I brought back from last year's event, but I modified it a bit to fit the design more in theme. And well, this is the closest I got. So cool, right? I know. We have Justin and Icy right here, and there is a reason. We'll get to that later. Yes, the room is basically exactly the same as last year, just with a few modified changes just to fit the theme a bit more. Now, if I am forgetting a few elements from this room from what I showed you last year, I'll be sure to add it in, but not right now. That's if I am missing a few things. I'll have to go look back. But either way, and actually, you know what? I did say, actually, Cool Kid 33 told me that I should just use the dog dispenser in the episodes for Legos Out in Summer. And you know what? Why not? It's a nice change. But I didn't do that in this video, you may notice. And that's because I forgot. But thank God these guys are here so I can still use them. Fun fact, there was originally going to be sand right here. Yeah, I didn't add it in for some reason. That's really weird. But you know what? It's fine. We don't need to have sand literally everywhere. And plus also, it's gonna take forever to clean up on September 1st to begin with. Just this entire event overall. Next up, let's make our way to the lodge. Man, I am speaking way too much. I think I'm losing my breath again. Alright, the lodge is next. Oh boy, here comes even more creativity. I didn't have a time to name this, but if you guys come up with a name, that'd be cool. But I think I'm able to do it myself though. I wanted to put like a sign that said like welcome to like Sweet Berry something. It was something here. Anyway, the point is, as you guys can see, this is how the lodge looks for the Legos Out in Summer. Of course, we have the days of usual as of July 2nd, July 3rd, July 4th, and July 5th as per usual. Now, yeah, I'm pretty sure all of you have managed to notice for a few seconds. Yeah, it's different! The 4th of July thing is actually different this time. The reason behind this is because we've been using the exact same design for the 4th of July item booth for honestly 4 years now. I think it was finally time to change it after 4 years of having the same design every single year for 4 years straight. I think it was finally time to change it. And I don't know. I wanted to try something a bit different. And after how the lodge turned into these colors back on Memorial Day, I thought, why not implement that into this too? Because it actually looked really, really cool back then. Anyway, the path has been designed like the Apple theme. And I forgot to mention, you may notice the path up here was all melon themed. I'm pretty sure all of you managed to notice that pretty quickly. Yep, right here we have a bit of an apple design right here, I forgot to mention. And here's the path for the sweet berries. I hope you guys love it. It actually looks pretty cool. And, of course, even more custom palm trees exclusive to the set fruit. This is seriously incredible. One of my personal favorite palm trees in this event, by far. And it shows. Look at this. This looks absolutely incredible. I truly cannot believe I was actually able to make all of this a reality. Like, seriously, I'm not even joking. It's insane how I was able to make all of this a reality. And I'm seriously proud of it. It looks awesome, in my opinion. Yep, we have some palm trees right here, which all look super cool. And yeah, with that being said, not much else to say here, which is why we're going to make our way up to the blacksmith shop. Because of course I want to show you all these rooms in the order of the item booths. Right here, we have the Glowberry area, which also looks pretty cool. Right here, we have July 6th, and you're probably wondering where the heck is July 7th if you don't see it out here. Simply put, ta-da! That's where July 7th is. See? More creativity. Hang on. The creativity today is insane. So yeah. Of course, here is how the blacksmith shop looks. Looks really, really awesome. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Of course, we got even more custom palm trees, which all look super cool. I may add one maybe over here at some point, but I just didn't have the time. Or I just never thought of it, actually, that's the reason. So what are your thoughts on this? Comment down below and tell me what you think. Now, let's make our way down to the resort. Woo! Last year, if you guys remember, this was themed after Jamaica. But this year, it's completely different. As in, it is themed after the gold carrot. Now, I know the gold carrot, or just a carrot in general, is not considered a fruit. But hey, you know what? Why the heck not? Just throw in one random one, and we'll be all good. Plus also, I was running out of fruit to use as items during this Fruit Island theme. So why not just throw in the gold carrot for literally no reason? It's also the last one for all the fruit items. July 8th is where it begins, and July 10th is where it ends for this. But fun fact, as a little throwback to last year's event, I even put one right here on the water slide. This is just a throwback to last year's event where we actually had to do this exact same thing. And because it was so cool last year, why not re-implement it? Because it was so cool last year, why not re-implement that? It was so cool. Anyway, of course, it's pretty obvious at this point that we have even more fruit-themed palm trees. And I think this is the last one. Because this is the last of the Fruit Island rooms. As the rest all lead into Phase 2 in the second half. Or at least that's what I think. Also, I was going to design the chairs, I just forgot. But you know what? I wasn't up to it. Maybe later on, if I think of a good idea, I'll probably add them in. As designs here for the chairs. But either way, this is how it looks for now, though. I also did this on the dock as a little bit of a representative of the gold carrot. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on the resort? It looks super cool in my opinion. And I truly hope you guys love it. It really does look awesome. And I truly hope you guys love it. It's pretty awesome. Of course, we have even more up here. And of course, the path has been updated again, as per usual, with this event. And well, that's it for the resort. Next up, we're going to make our way to the theme park. Now, I know not much is here, but that will be explained later on. July 11th is right here. July 12th is right here. July 13th is right here. And yes, I had to reopen the thing for the roller coaster. July 14th is right here. July 15th is right here. And July 16th is right here. But actually, I feel like moving this one because I actually want to bring back a little bit of a throwback to 2020 to that. Even though we should all never remember 2020. But at least in this event, there's something that should be remembered. And that was the fact that we used to actually have an item booth in the back here that I actually want to just bring back for the sake of it being here. It was so cool back then. Why not bring it back? There we go. That looks really cool. And of course, let's highlight that in blue. And of course, put that in here. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. We have to do this. Hopefully that's in the same spot. But hey, at least it's something. I wanted to bring that back just for that guy. Okay, I did not see that one there. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, at least it's only one, okay? At least it's only one. As opposed to like all of them. Yeah, honestly, I think it looks better that that one's in the back. Lastly but not least, we have July 16th, if I hadn't already showed you it. And it's all the way up here on top of the volcano, which, fun fact, starts the exact second half of the event. And perfect timing considering the volcanic theme that the second half is going to bring us. Next up, we're going to make our way over to the water park, as that's the next place for items. So right here, we have July 17th right there, July 18th right here, July 19th right here, and then July 20th right here, July 21st right here, July 22nd right here, and lastly but not least, in the exact same place as the July 22nd item booth last year, is the July 23rd item booth. Next up, we are going to make our way to the campsite. Alright guys, here's the campsite. I know it's not much, it's just item booths, and that's basically how it's been for like the last few years. You never know, it could get updated over time. Maybe during the second half. July 24th, July 25th, which is my 6th year anniversary on YouTube. Then July 26th and 27th in a combined item booth, similar to the mountain. And then we have July 28th right here. This is a completely new one. Well, a completely new spot alongside this one. And I think that's a repeated one. July 29th is right there. And lastly but not least, on July 30th, which is the 15-year anniversary of the New York trips. How it has been 15 years of us doing these trips is beyond me. And looking forward to this year's later in the summer. It's going to be pretty awesome. Next up, let's go to the wilderness. Here we have July 31st. None on the bridge, though. And now we get into the August ones. So August 1st is right here. Next up is August 2nd. After that is August 3rd. Then after that is August 4th. And then after that is August 5th. And lastly but not least, over here is August 6th. Next up, to the tallest mountain. Here we are at the tallest mountain. Here we have August 7th and August 8th. But do you really think that's all? Nope, we have August 9th, August 10th, and lastly but not least, August 11th. Next up, the subway. I forgot to show you this earlier. The inside of the apple here, which is the subway, you may notice the design of it is actually how the inside of an apple is. Pretty clever, huh? Yep, the subway inside is basically designed of like how the inside of an apple is. Seriously, pretty clever, right? The point remains, going into the subway itself, we have August 12th, August 13th, August 14th, and lastly August 15th. Next up, let's make our way down to the village. And hey, nice, a minecart. I did not expect that to be here. But hey, it'll get us to the village faster. Woo! And hey, no minecart here, nice. Let's go put that right here. Here is the subway dedicated to summer, as in the Fruit Island theme. Looks pretty cool, right? And lastly but not least, the village. Well, besides for up there, of course. As you guys can see, this is how the village looks for LEGO's Island Summer 2022. And it looks really, really cool. Of course, we have all the usual item booths here, as per usual with this event. It has been pretty much tradition. Well, we do actually have one here. Which, fun fact, is the August 21st one, which is the 3-year anniversary of LEGO Master 627's creations. But as it says there, Creations World. We, of course, have August 18th, 17th, and 16th, all right here respectively, alongside the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd as usual. Which are all here pretty much as mainstays here in the village, every single year. Because, at this point, I've gotten rather used to it. Of course, the fountain is all decorated in melons. That looks pretty awesome. Of course, we have even more palm trees, similar to the ones at the cave and balcony. As you can see. And yeah, we have all the palm trees right here. Of course, if we go inside to the actual rooms themselves, you can see that they are decorated for this party, which are all super cool. Moving on, we have the library. Looks pretty cool. I know I could have done a bit more. But you know what? Hey, we have all 3 whole months with this event. I can do basically anything in the next 3 months. And I forgot to update the beds, so dang it. Let's change those to this for no reason. Hold on. Hey! Nice. This music. Nice. Great timing. Feels great to have LEGO's Island Summer again. 5th year in a row. Never gets old. Lastly but not least, my god, this has been here. This is the 2nd time this has been here for LEGO's Island Summer. Lastly but not least, everybody, of course, as per usual, you know the deal by now. It's tradition that all of these are up here at the hotel roof. And this year, it is back to being full on outside, unlike last year where it was in a 2nd airport for the World Tour. Of course, we have this August 25th for 6 years of Back to videos, August 26th, August 27th, 31st, 30th, 29th, and 28th, and the 24th, all as per usual. And oh boy, this day is going to be nice in about 12 to 13 weeks. But hopefully that doesn't come too quick, because I want to actually have some fun with this event this year. And every year. It's always a fun time. This event is a blast every single year. But you were probably thinking, wait a minute, we forgot about the dog park. Simply put, we did. And that was on purpose. Because I wanted to save that for a later time. Just so I could showcase all the main rooms first, and then get to these ones after. As you can see, and there's another reason why I saved these for last. Simply put, you may notice that these rooms were not featured during the main room tour. The reason purposely behind this was mainly because we still have no clue when the trip is gonna be. But hey, at least I modified the neighborhood design a bit. You can notice there's a few differences from last year's event, which honestly looks really awesome. Anyway. Yep, basically it's a bit of a modified version of last year's, just with a few small differences, and looks pretty awesome. Yep, this is different too. Yep, a different spot as well. And there are no more out here. I was trying to find a spot for this. I just couldn't do that right now. I'll think of it later. Next up, here's something even more creative. Something I should have done last year. Make original item booths dedicated to the houses. Yeah, that's something I forgot to do last year, and I'm glad I thought of it now this year, because that's so something I should have done last year. Make an item booth dedicated to this house. Of course, the reason why there are no dates on these signs is because we have no idea when we're going to be in these places in real life. So that can explain also why I didn't come here until now. So that can again explain. Yeah, this is something I should have done last year, which is make item booths designed like the actual houses. And here's proof that I did it again here too. Oh, it's cool. And yes, you probably noticed the familiar location one was in a different spot as well. Well, guess what? Fun fact, this is also different and has a design dedicated to the said house. Why I did not do this last year, I feel very upset at myself for not doing this last year. But hey, it's better doing it here than never doing it at all. And plus also last year, I actually never thought of doing this at the time, yet there are a lot of things that I did this year that I never thought of doing years ago, and this is one of them. But hey, again, at least I'm doing it here now, rather than never. Yep, so there are literally no dates onto any of these, but we'll eventually find out soon, which is going to be pretty awesome. And yes, that is in a different spot too. Yep, all of them are in different spots, except for that one. I might move it a few inches away. Yeah, I might move it somewhere, maybe. Maybe even in here, the garage or something, but we'll see. And then I also gotta add a third one for here. I'll hopefully do that soon, because that would be pretty awesome. I might actually add the hammock and diving board here, considering, it's now the summer event. Now, I don't know if it's actually up in the actual location as of right now. I'll have to talk with the one who owns the place and see if it's up or not. If not, then I'll still add it here just for fun. But probably no, I could be wrong and it's probably already up in the actual place. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually true. Now, because this item booth is here, I have to move the lounge chair by at least one block. And of course, I have to re-implement the hammock. Because of course, it was here in last year's event. And it also was really, really cool. I forgot to do this earlier, just because I didn't know if I actually wanted to do it or not. But now I decided to. And there we go. That's the last of the updates. Not really much else needs to be said here, rather than the fact that eventually we will come to these places sometime in the event. And well, that's it. Well, except for day one's item, of course. I forgot to decorate the lodge, but who cares? I'll come back to that eventually. Also, I just didn't have time because I've been designing the rest of the island, which, dear God, this looks epic. You may have noticed I forgot about the other side of the island. Simply put, for the same reasons as the New York rooms. I actually have literally no idea what days I actually want to do these item moves. Like, I literally had no clue of what days I wanted to do for the other side of the island. I'll think about myself later. But as for right now, there might at least I'm planning to have 5 of them here rather than 3. And I could put one right there and right over there, but I'll think about it. Oh wait, never mind. We actually have a 4th one, which is one that hasn't been here before. And there's no sign. Oh yeah, I might want to make a summer banner for this year. That would be pretty sweet. I guess we could do that in the medieval park whenever we get to that area on July 15th, but mainly July 16th episode respectively. So yeah, now let's make our way up here and get to day 1, which now as of this year we are back to only having 1 item rather than 3. There's your proof. Legos Island Summer 2022 hat. And, of course, we are going to be wearing this for the majority of the summer. Oh, come on! You can see where the problem already begins. I actually put uppercase E. Let's fix that. Much better. Now I also got to go do that for free item room 15. And free, this. Much better. I'll go update that in free item room 15 off camera. Speaking of which, I forgot to mention, during this event, we're actually going to have to create free item room 16. It's actually, when I was planning out all the items, we only could get through June's items in free item room 15. Which means, sometime throughout June, right after we get through all the June items, I'm going to have to do it in the July late night countdowns. Because we ran out of room. At least we got through some of the Legos Island Summer items there. Anyway, this is the hat. We're mainly going to be wearing this the entire summer, as with basically all the other hats. Mainly 2020s is where it all started, where I basically wear the hat almost the entire summer. And yeah, that's it for this episode for Legos Island Summer. Yup, that's it. That's it for the tour, and that's it for the first episode of Legos Island Summer 2022. My lord, guys, this is insane. The amount of stuff I did here is just wild. You may have noticed I covered basically every single area that I did for Legos Island Summer in previous years. It's basically a combination of every single area that we have done Legos Island Summer, which is basically the entire island. I covered basically every inch of this island with item moves, which means it's all around the island this year and not limited to certain rooms. You may have noticed that throughout the entire tour, didn't you? Because if you did, great job for noticing. With that being said, what is your favorite room of Legos Island Summer 2022? And yeah, guys, with that being said, oh yeah, we're gonna have to start opening and just filling up chests soon. Because, yeah, we're gonna have to start filling up chests again. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be this one, because I kind of want to at least have their own separate chests. So we'll do this, and then we'll start making a chest for the first episode. That will be in, let's see, episode 3, I think is when we're gonna have to start doing that. So with that being said, what are your thoughts on Legos Island Summer 2022? What is, again, your favorite room? And what do you think of episode 1? Please comment down below, tell me what you think, And with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys on Saturday, June 4th, for the second episode of LEGO's Island Summer 2022. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Whew. Feels great to be doing this again. Here's to another incredible LEGO's Island Summer.